Hello, welcome back to Two R's the Hard Way. I'm Racole.
And I'm Rhonda.
In today's topic, we're going to talk about first date no-nos. Is there somewhere that you would not want to go on a first date and it's an absolute no-no for you?
Or is there something that you just won't do on your first date? Say, like a activity that you think is, you just don't do that on your first date. What about you?
Well, since I'm the single one, I guess this will be my topic. I really don't have a first date no-no, to be honest with you. I believe, like, for me, unless I'm like really seriously dating somebody, um, I don't have a problem with meeting somebody, going to meet for coffee the first time. I don't need you to spend hundreds of dollars on me on our first date. First of all, I don't even know if I'm going to like you the first 10 minutes. So I don't need somebody spending all that much money on me. And I don't even know if I want to be with that person a whole half an hour, 30 minutes. So
Mhm.
um, I don't know. I don't have a preference for a first date. I know there's a lot of women that do have
Yeah.
preferences.
So like McDonald's.
First of all, I don't eat McDonald's.
Okay. Chick-fil-A.
I like Chick-fil-A. So I wouldn't have a problem with Chick-fil-A. And I would hope that within our first date, we've established that we like each other. He didn't spend $25 on both of us to eat. And then hopefully the second date, he's going to step it up and we'll step it up from there. Now, if this is a continuous thing and we always go to Chick-fil-A, then I probably would have an issue. I don't want to just go to Chick-fil-A for the rest of our dates. I would hope that you would put some more thought process into our dates. But
What about activities? Is there, like, I don't know. Putt-putt, or I don't know. I'm trying to think like of something that's boring.
only
Like
thing,
that. Well, I shouldn't say it's boring, because not to everybody it's boring. But like, what if something that you're just not really into?
so I've had first dates because I'm dating, and I've had people come and say they came down for the weekend. Maybe they didn't live here or whatever. And they came down here, and then the first date we went to dinner, and then the second day we liked each other and they wasn't ready to go, and so then I met them at their hotel they were staying at, and then we went out and we went to go play pool. I don't play pool.
Mm-hmm.
Can't shoot, but I'll do it in fun, and let them know in the beginning I can't. And so they're probably gonna beat me. And but it was just good, the vibe, the conversation, them trying to show me how to play pool. So we did that. We went bowling. So I don't have a preference. I'm actually a big kid,
Mm-hmm.
so I like to do fun stuff. I love amusement parks. I love all those kind of things. So
So what if it's a club or a bar?
I don't feel like you can get to know each other in a club.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like you can get to know each other in a bar atmosphere. I feel like it should be more, not necessarily that you got to be one on one just by yourselves, but you're trying to date, hopefully, to see if you're going to go somewhere with that situation, if you're going to be investing time in this person. So I need to know if you're somebody that's worth my time.
So there's a no-no.
Yeah, a bar and I guess a
Yeah.
bar and a club would be a no for me.
Because there's some people that love they're drinkers.
Yeah, and so and that might be it.
Or drinkers and smokers or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm not that.
So, to them, that's right up their alley, because
and that's true. And that's true. And maybe another no would be meeting you at a hotel, or I'm not doing that either. So but hey, you want to meet at Barnes and Noble and let's go look at some books, or you want to meet and have coffee, I'm cool with that. So let's go get some ice cream. I like all. Let's go talk in the park and sit at a bench.
For me, I think I wouldn't have. I would not want to do a club or a bar, and I don't know. But I will say, I did have someone take me to a. I'm not even going to tell you what kind of bar it was, but they did take me to a bar on a first date.
Did you have a good time?
No.
Because you're not a drinker either.
I'm not a drinker, and no. and that was the first and last.
Well, because too, you're sitting there and you can't even really engage in conversation because saying a cute girl with a big booty, you gonna be looking, I'm gonna be looking because I like big booties. Not that I'm into girls because I'm not, but I mean we both gonna be looking. So that's just gonna be a total distraction. You know what I'm saying? So no, that's just not even. No, I just can't even see going to a club or a bar for a first date. That
So the bar thing, nah. But I don't think of an activity that I would not do. I can't think of one that I would not do for a first
I don't think
date.
I want to play chess. I think
I can't play chess, so
chess or now it's I've been taught how to play checkers, but I
I don't
don't
want to
think.
play that either because I don't know how to.
I mean, I don't either, but I don't have a problem like playing some spades. I can play card games.
No,
You
I don't
know,
want to do that either. So I guess those activities do not. Well, you can't anyway. But I would not. I would do not call me saying, "Hey, you want to go play?" No. Want to be my spade partner? What? No,
why?
I don't know how to play.
You don't play spades?
I don't like cards like that. I mean, I know enough to get me through,
Oh Lord, I'm glad
but
she told me that because she will never be my
I
spades
wouldn't.
partner.
I
Cause
can't.
she gonna be
I
over
would not
there
want to be
bluffing
somebody's.
all
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
I wouldn't want to. I know the bait. I know not to redig and all that kind of stuff. I know how to cut and all that. I know. I don't know. You just don't do that kind of stuff. I know that, but I. It's not fun to me.
Mm,
Like my parents used to play for hours. That's not fun to me.
I like cards, so
No.
and it's crazy because when me and I could think of two relationships. We would just be at home because as when you're in relationships, you got to think of things to do to keep you entertained, and I just don't want to be that dry and boring couple. So sometimes we would just sit there and play cards in the bed. I don't know. I just do all kind of stuff. So we would play spades. I remember my husband in particular. When we first met, we would play spades and stuff or whatever. A lot of times, laying in the bed, me and him.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Like I remember we saw, and I think what probably sparked this topic is I think the cheesecake one we had saw,
Mm-hmm.
and young lady said she didn't want to go to cheesecake for her, and she was getting bashed real bad in the
The
comment
Cheesecake
section.
Factory. Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand. I mean, I don't expect somebody, unless you just got it like that. And hey, I ain't gonna have a problem with you spending it on me. But I mean, I understand where men come from nowadays, where they don't want to just invest all that. They want to see where a woman's coming from, and they want to see, hey, is this woman really worth my time or really worth my investment of spending all this money on her on a dinner date or whatever before I just shell it out? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
why would I just keep spending hundreds and hundreds on dollars and I don't even know if I'm gonna like this person tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. So
And would be the same for the person, the female that's going out on the date. Like, do you really want to sit there during a home meal?
because I've been
First,
on a couple first dates and I'm like texting her like, no, heck no, and trying to make it every excuses that I can to get the heck up out of there.
yeah.
So yeah, I get it. Mm.
Yeah, but as a restaurant and stuff, I don't see a big deal. I don't see a big deal.
No,
I eat McDonald's, so
I
hey,
don't.
you wanted to? I'm not that picky.
I
As
don't
long
eat no
as it's not
McDonald's.
shellfish. I can't eat shellfish, but
No, you can take me to Wendy's. I eat some Wendy's, but not no
yeah, I'm
daggone
not.
McDonald's.
Yeah, so the lady that had the issue with the Cheesecake Factory, what? The first of all, the menu is big. There's too many things to choose from. I don't understand why you had the problem, and unless, and then you don't even know if you like the guy. Like, I don't.
And she
I
was
didn't.
late.
I didn't get.
She
Yes.
was late. It was a whole bunch going on with that.
Oh, he was late.
No,
Or
she
she was
was.
late.
He had to sit there and wait for her.
Oh. Mm.
And they had reservations at a
So
more expensive place.
Oh.
And she wasn't ready in time.
Oh. So there's
And
a
so
whole
when he
story
picked
behind it.
her up,
Okay.
yeah, when he picked
Oh,
her
so
up,
she's just too much anyway.
yeah. So when he picked her up, she wasn't ready. He had to wait for her. He was in a Tesla, and then she came out all late and so yeah, she was like super late on the date. She I know she like I want to say it was like 2 hours late, and she had uh made him. I think he was even waiting in the car. I don't think she invited him in because she said she didn't even know him like that. And so he sat and waited for her. And then when she came out, he drove her. So they was in the car together. And then he pulled up to Cheesecake Factory and she had a whole fit. And the guy was like, you got a problem with Cheesecake Factory? So then basically, I mean, she ran him down. I mean, like she was going off. And then afterwards, he was like, well, I did have a reservation for blah, 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 wherever this expensive place was. And then that kind of like shut her up. He's like, but then you were 2 hours late. You was this and you was that.
He was good.
No. So
waiting 2 hours?
And then he says, as a matter of fact, we're not even going in the Cheesecake Factory. I'm taking you home because the date's over. So he was already irritated. But I mean, like you said, I probably wouldn't even have. In fact, I wouldn't have waited the 2 hours. But and that was their first date.
And the first and last, because there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way. I agree.
There's no way.
So, but yeah, I don't understand.
And then that goes back to like the respect level, because you obviously didn't have no respect for him.
Couldn't have.
You couldn't have.
And you couldn't. And for me, then, but how are you showing how you enter a relationship or how you start things off is either going to get progressively worse from there. So she already let him know right there, like you said, that respect. She had no respect for him. And so he would have been dumb to just sit there and stay in that situation. So I'm sure we'll probably get some flack back for that. But I don't care. I feel like that was completely wrong. That whole situation was wrong.
You have to have respect for other people's time too. At the same time as you wanting a good meal.
Absolutely.
2 hours.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting a good meal, but I don't know. Then maybe I probably will get some flack back. And I like expensive stuff. And I'm not saying that I don't, but I'm okay with somebody not spending $200-$300 on me to go out to dinner the first day, and I don't even know you. Because I mean, if after we're together or whatever, and we do a little stuff to impress each other or doing special date nights, yeah, I want that. But not first met you. Because again, like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to sit there and talk to you for 15 minutes. And then if you do spend that kind of money, then I'm going to feel obligated to sit there because here this man is invested his money and spend it, and I look like taking this $300 doggy bag home or whatever, and I'm ready to run out the door. So I don't know.
Yeah. So for you, is there? Do you have first date no-nos? Did you have first date no-nos? Like no play, certain places you would not go, activities you would not do. Just curious to see. I didn't have any. Even when I said one time I had went to the bar, I didn't have. I knew he was. Did I know? I don't even know if I knew he was taking me, but even when we got out the car, it wasn't like, you have me here. I'm not. So I went in, but
in your mind, you was like, this is a no.
No, this is a no. And this is a never again.
Absolutely.
So, but I'm just curious, what do you guys think? Should there be a standard? Should there be, if this is the first date, your first date is, they always say your first
is your first impression.
Your first impression is your best, or whatever the saying is. And,
but don't you kind of get your first impressions when you're talking on the phone or if you're FaceTiming nowadays? So you kind of get an impression.
But on the phone, you can be whoever you want to be on the phone.
I'm saying if you're FaceTiming, you think you could be, I guess you could. But you can still be whoever. Girl, please, I'm in this dating world, and people still be whoever they want to be, dating for months and months and months. And then after you think you cool and comfortable, then they a whole different person. So, okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in, and let us know in the comment section what your feedback is on this topic. And like she said, if you do have the first date no-nos, and again, what would those places be, or activities you guys wouldn't want to do. Until next time, peace.